hello. So happy to be here. It is myself. I am the light of the Leo. Oh, yes, because I was like, did I put my name on here? Anyway, I am the light of the Leo. I'm so happy to be here. So happy to have this conversation. I am back on my struggle to be me. I just knew that this situation, this series could go on for days and topics with an S. So I am so happy that I was able to just I was just thinking in bed and surprised we never talked about the masks that we wear as a result of trying to be something that we might not be or trying to fit in and things of that nature. So I really wanted to have that conversation today. I have some people that like me a lot with me. um, I have Jonathan and I have Michael.
Hello.
Yes, we are here.
Hello.
And this topic is very fitting because people are all wearing masks because it's Halloween.
Absolutely.
Yo, Mike, you have already contributed so much today. I never, I didn't put two and five together and got seven. I didn't put that together. But yes, that is so true. People are wearing masks, but some wear them every single day. So, just to clarify and just really start up this conversation, um, when I say masks, I'm talking about going into different spaces and choosing to be something that you're not so that you can be accepted or so that you can just really follow what you're supposed to be in that space. One of the easiest one of the easiest examples that I do have of that is going to church. Okay, that's the easiest example because when you go to church, you're supposed to be holy, and this definition of holy involves you wearing stockings, uh, wearing slips, not cursing, not smoking, not drinking, not doing anything out of the realm of what is supposed to be holy. But when you go home, or shoot, even when you get in the car leaving the church, the mask comes off. You're cursing out the person that you don't like. You are putting the cigarette in your mouth, the
with,
weeds,
with the quickness.
with the quickness. Okay, when you get home, you're drinking, and and truly being yourself. So that's certainly a problem when you have to change who you are to be in a space. And let me put a disclaimer out. Doing any of that doesn't make you any less a lover of Jesus Christ, okay? I mean, it's your intentions. As long as you love God or whatever, you're good. I'd rather people be themselves at all times. Now, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with being respectful because we don't need to be saying curse words at the church. It would really distract a whole lot. But um, there's nothing wrong with being respectful, but being yourself is a major thing. So, what is another like situation where you guys would see people just totally go to a situation with a mask on?
Well, you know what? For me, I think that well, I'm just gonna speak for me then. I wear masks uh, in all situations.
Mm.
And a mask doesn't have to be a negative thing. It could be maybe
Yeah,
a confidence lifter. I think it have to have like a even score of both. Of
yeah.
um, I know I'm more of a shy person. I know nobody would know that, but sometimes you have to have that pep talk, which is I call it putting on my mask. Okay, when I
Yeah.
go in here, do not act awkward. Do not go in here. Just be yourself. Just go to. It's a confidence booster. I think the problem is when people are being fake and phony to get
Mhm.
accepted. That's that
Right.
kind of mess. Like pretending that you don't stink. Just and I feel like when it's that bad and people can notice it, that's when the problem kicks in.
Right.
But I think mask. I think everybody wears a mask because you have to act accordingly to every situation that you're put in. The best thing I can say about masks, like Beyonce, for sure, we just talk about Beyonce. When she goes on stage, she's Sasha Fierce. That's her mask that she puts on. She's an entertainer thing. That's what she does for, So I think when you go to work, you have to put on a mask because you don't want to. What I do at home, you can't. I can't do what I do at work. But when you're at home alone and you still have your mask on, and you can't even be real with yourself,
right?
Then that's the problem. I think what that is going on. Like, why? What is so uncomfortable with you looking in the mirror at yourself that you can't take off your mask
at home?
At home.
What about you, Jonathan? Like, what is like your definition of your view of a mask?
Right. I'm the same as Mike. I put on a mask every day. Especially like doing these videos on YouTube. Anytime I walk out of the door, I know how I want to be. I know how I want to present myself to others. And that is a specific way. Although it is a part of my personality, it's a part of who I am, but I'm conscious of that. And when you're conscious of what you're doing and you're not just letting it all hang out, or, it's just all willy-nilly, whatever, then that means you're not wearing a mask. But what I feel as though when you're conscious of, every single word that you say, every single step that you take, every single person that you talk to, and to me, that is wearing a mask. And for me, I feel as though that will put me in the best position to get the best out of whatever situation that I'm in. And that's just what I do. And of course, for me, it's a good thing because I don't want to come off as a negative person. I don't want to come off as I don't want to say I don't want to come off as shady because I can be shady from time to time. But you don't want to come off necessarily as someone that people don't want to be around. And that's definitely not the vibe that I want to give out. So I'm going to give you the best of me when I'm out in the world.
Wow, I never thought about that.
I know a lot of people. I know Jonathan probably can, anybody can contest to this. In growing up in school, having to act a different way and know it's not you, just for people to accept or like you or be able to talk to you. I think everybody wears a mask. I think you just have to, with coming of age and going through certain situations. I think layers of the mask starts ripping off, but
right.
I think everybody wears a mask because you really don't know who you really are. Yeah, I'm 31 and I'm still
learning. Still trying to figure that out. Yeah,
right.
Like yesterday, what I wore yesterday, and y'all saw the picture on Facebook. What I wore yesterday, I would have never worn that 10 years ago.
Wow.
So I think it's part of evolving.
Agreed.
So yeah, I think
so you can make it.
And it's also being the true self, being your true self. And I don't think either one of us is the same person we was 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Yeah, probably even last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And to piggyback off of what Mike was saying, when we're growing up, like I always, speak about the bullying that I experienced. And, going from elementary school to middle school and high school, I wish I had the ability to put on a mask to act a different way so that I wouldn't have to deal with that. But I was so lost at that time. And I was down in the dumps with that. And, if I had, sometimes I would feel like, maybe if I was a little bit more masculine, then maybe it would not have been that way. But like, I am not an actor. I cannot act any way but the way that I am. I can't put on that mask. I can't put on that mask because it's not going to fly. Not in this world.
It's not it's not going to make sense.
No, it's really not. I'm aware of who I am and how I present. And how I present is gay. And, I just assume that when people meet me, that they know that about me, just out of my exterior, the way that I talk, the way that I move, the way that I am. I just know that it just flows out of me, and I can't do anything about that, and I'm cool with it.
Well,
so for me, it just took me a while to accept the fact of who I am and walking in that.
You know what? I agree with what you're saying because I think we all have some sort of bullying growing up. Um, but is it the fact of when you say accept who you are? Is it that you didn't accept yourself? Or are you just didn't? Or now you just don't care if people accept you? You just live in your truth regardless.
Mm.
Well, at the time, I feel like I knew who I was. I just didn't know how I was going to maneuver within that.
Okay.
I didn't know how
Okay.
I was going to
Understandable.
exist in that space.
Okay.
And that's why I felt lost, because I'm like, this is uncharted territory. Although this is my situation, I don't know how to handle myself in this situation because, although I know what I kind of know what my sexuality is. I've known that I've been
So
attracted to men
just basically still
since
finding yourself.
right since elementary school. Like, the first time that I physically remember being attracted to a man is when I saw Johnny Depp in Cry Baby when I was like 6 or 7 years old. I thought he was the most perfect looking man in the whole wide world. So I always known that I've been attracted to men, but just being in that space and not knowing what to do with it, that was the struggle for me.
Okay.
Mm.
See, I think your struggle is just just knowing who you are and just seeing how you're going to evolve into that space. A lot of
Right.
times, I think when talking about mass, I think people are evolving into a whole other person that's not even nowhere near who they are at all.
Now
Right.
that's
Like,
the worst kind of
yes,
mess.
Some people choose to be someone who they are not.
correct.
And that is definitely wearing a mask.
Yes,
So, from what we're talking about, it sounds like, first of all, there are plenty of masks that we can put on. Some are way thicker than others from what
yes,
we're talking about. So, I say the lighter of masks are to help us be ourselves, to give us the
Yes.
confident mask to help us be ourselves out in public, because for some of us, it seems like all of us, it's not natural for us to be like that out in big settings, around new people, things of that nature, because let me tell y'all something, I will clam up. I do. I certainly do. And there are situations that I know I'm going to be in with people that are of, I guess more famous stature, I guess. Um, I climb up real bad, y'all.
you do.
Mm.
And I
See,
mean,
I put that. I have a mic just going here.
In
and
what
just
situations
do
would you
it.
say you climb up the most?
famous people.
Oh, well,
Really?
yeah,
I don't
that's
remember
true.
that.
That's true.
But
She saw
Yeah, I
Funky
don't
Dineva at Kevin's birthday
really.
party, and I think it was 2013 or 2012. We were in
Oh,
VIP, and he
he
was
was
right
just really
across.
new then. Yeah.
Right, he was right across from us,
I
like
already love
within like 5 steps. She could have walked up to him and talked to him and told him that she was a big fan, but she was like, "I'm scared. I'm scared."
I don't know if it's just. I don't know. I don't put them up with celebrities.
And it's not even
Hey,
just celebrities, it's just people
people
that
that
I really
you
hold
look up
in
to.
high
Oh,
regard.
okay.
Right.
And it's like Funky Dineva has been making me laugh since Celine, and that's some of his first videos.
Right.
So yeah, I've been watching from the beginning, but I do know that I need to get up out of that because Tyrone, my husband, he totally sees that and laughs at me about that as well. Knowing I need to say something because I do once again hold this particular person in high regard, but I don't move my mouth. So that's actually a mask that I need to start putting on more often. And
Right.
and Jonathan has been telling that story for years. So
Because it's relevant.
That's a
because
good example. I know
it's an amazing example,
It
and that
is.
really does tell you about me. Like because I'm that night was an amazing night. First of all, we had a whole lot of fun, but that space, I just was thinking like, oh, I just don't want to bother him. I want him to have fun too, so he can just just keep it. We all in VIP. We
I can
enjoy.
understand that point. I can understand because you already know
You
you get here
know,
so much. I understand that part.
exactly. And of course, he came here for Kevin. So, I'm just gonna stay over here and then, sit on top of the couches and just enjoy myself and take off my high heels.
Right. When did you take off those high heels after you walked in?
Immediately, what are you talking about?
Because them
I
things
stood
was
in the
high.
line.
Like them things was high.
I stood
Uh-uh.
in a line. Okay.
Yes, platform and everything, child.
Feet hurting.
Platform on the front.
And no, the feet weren't hurting. Here's the thing. I pre-take the shoes off, huh? Before we even get there, so I can actually make it to the car.
Well, you did better. Last night I had some boots on.
Child.
You know, I have wide feet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those boots, y'all, it took me about 10 minutes a foot to put one foot in.
Oh my Lord.
That's how
But,
you
you
knew
know,
you was gonna make
sometimes-
it to the night.
Oh, I made it to the night, trust me. But when everybody left, I took the shoes off, y'all, and I walked
Really?
like I had heels onto the car, like my feet was through.
Okay, relief, honey.
Yes.
So congratulations. Tyrone has sent us a comment in the Facebook. He is here, and the Facebook message actually popped up. It's working.
Awesome.
It's working. Amen. Hallelujah.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
Tyrone said, yes, you do. Pep up and say hello. I need to pep up.
Yes.
Yes. And, you know, now it's been a while since I've been in a situation like that. So I'm really like in the process of trying to get myself ready for a moment like that.
Right.
Because these are, I'm freaking amazing. And it's like, it's to the point where some people don't even think that I am as amazing as I am. Like it's like I am wearing a mask of amazingness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know in the future I need to put on that mask of confidence and fake it till I start talking, because once I start talking, then you know it gets so much easier from that. But let me ask this question, thinking about the negative effects of masks. Now, when we're talking about the masks that we wear to be in spaces that we aren't usually, you know, wearing those confident masks or wearing the mask saying, "Oh, we're gonna do it today." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of course, those are positive things, of course, right? But when we are in a mask, basically being somebody else to appease other people and being somebody totally different outside of your character to please other people. I'll just go ahead and say first, I think the worst thing that happens when you do that is you start to believe that it would be better to be somebody that you're not, to be a friend to this person or be in this particular circle, that you're not worth your real self, personality, being in this space because I have to be like this thing. And also, the absolute worst thing, in my opinion, is losing your individuality.
Right.
I wholeheartedly believe that God has made us different for a reason, so we can touch different people and show our uniqueness. And there's so many people that's basically following up others because they got rich doing this or they got popular being this way, which is their personality innately, but you decide to be like them so you can get that kind of, you know, response.
Right.
And now you can start the process of thinking that, once again, you're not worth having this popularity, even if you receive it, because once you change and become yourself, people are going to drop off. Because for me, I am a person that my biggest pet peeve: be who you are from the day I met you. Because as soon as you start to change your opinion about things, as soon as you start to change the way you act, now I feel betrayed, and I don't even know to trust the way that you're acting now. Is this truly you, or is this just another way that you feel like you need to act around me, another facade?
Right.
So those are like the negative things that I be thinking about when it comes to that. And Tyrone says, "You are amazing."
You are amazing.
And you know what? That goes right along with what Daddy has told us for so long. Give somebody 30 to 60 days before you really invest in them, because within that time frame, you will realize who that person is for real, for real.
Don't take long, because you know, as you continue to say no to doing extra, right?
Mhm.
As you say no to giving the money, as you say no to this, that, and the third, you start to realize they're starting to drift more and more
As
away
soon
from
as
you.
I said no,
It's like I never said
say yes.
Like I
Okay, you better
never
let me finish the
said
lyrics.
come on.
yes to you.
But
Yes,
Yes
that's
to
baby.
you
that's
day and
such a great
everywhere.
point. Thank God for wisdom from elders, because it is so true. As you just, give them the time, create a relationship, and say no to giving money to, let's go on this trip. Of course not. Doing all that extra stuff. But
Excuse me.
after those 30 days, we all tend to find out some more other things. So, like,
Yes, God.
what are the negative parts of these masks?
Well, the negative part is the message having to keep it up.
Mhm.
Having to have those sessions to yourself. Like, okay, when I go in here, let me act like this. Let me do this. Let me make sure I don't do that. Let me sure I make this hand move. And, it just it's too much of a battle trying to be something that you're not, so
Mm,
everybody else can enjoy or be around or not talk about you behind your back. It's too much. I remember the day I told my mother,
mhm.
and I think this is the part of me ripping a big piece of mask off. I said, Mom, you live your life how you want to live it. I'm going to live my how I want to live it. If you don't like it, I don't care.
Wow.
That took strength.
Yes, it
And
did.
it took strength. And she's like, so, okay, big boss man. Okay. And I'm like, I'm serious. Like, you live how you want to live your life. Do not put your theories about how I should carry on or be something on me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, my mother's a good mom, everyone who's listening. But
Yeah.
all parents have those ideas of what you shouldn't be or how you should not act
Exactly.
in public. But at that point, you put in your negative. What you're doing to me is making me feel bad about myself and what I'm doing, how I am supposed to be. You're making me feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when taking that and you're carrying that throughout life, I think a lot of people wear masks because of what your immediate family has put on you.
Right.
Y'all say
Yes.
hello to Keisha.
Hey,
Hello.
Keisha. I love that name, Keisha.
Don't you love how I love the E instead of the I. Anyway,
Yes.
but yes,
So yeah, I think that was me part of whipping. Like, I'm tired of trying to pretend around people who should love me unconditionally, trying to be something totally different. I'm
Right.
tired of going around Thanksgiving dinner and acting like something I'm not.
wow.
I'm tired of going to school or to work and being something that I'm not. If you don't like how I am and my authentic self, then you can get the hell on.
Let's
But I'm
go.
not
Right.
changing for nobody. But at the end of the day, people will have all these opinions, but don't call and check up on you. Don't call to see if you're okay. Ain't paying out one bill in your house. So why would we need to worry about what they got going on? Why do I care about how you think I should be?
And why should I have
Why
to
you dress
conform?
like that? Because I bought it and I want just like this.
Absolutely.
Why you act like this? Why you move your hand like? Because that's how I do. That's part of me.
That's me.
Right. Exactly.
Why should I have to conform to what you believe I should?
Yes.
Right. And that's one of the struggles with growing up LGBTQ is because a lot of times your parents have a vision for their children. And
Mhm.
when they realize or when they are told or come to the realization that their child is part of the LGBTQ plus community, all of those dreams, all of those visions go right down the toilet.
Now,
Right on down.
there are some parents that knew. Okay?
Right.
And
Agreed.
Well, no,
and-
it's not. Confirmation is still something totally different. Knowing and confirming it is so different.
Which is the reason why it took me so
Ooh.
long to tell my mother I was
She
gay. I
knows
did
you.
not come out until 21. I knew that she knew, but I did not know how she would handle the confirmation
or feel
that
that
I was
is
going to
so
walk in my
true.
truth.
That makes me think about, okay, y'all don't shade me. I think I actually talked about this before, but they're like my first love. I was just in love. I don't think the other one was. Anywho, so we broke up and I went to college, right? And found that he told me that he had a new girlfriend. That was the confirmation that messed me up.
Wow.
I cried. I even cried with my college friends. That's how much I cried.
Wow.
It was like Wow, so it really is. I guess we ain't getting married now, huh?
Ooh.
Lord, I was slow. Jesus help me.
Oh, you're somebody's little girl in love.
You were naive to. I think you were more naive than slow.
Okay, thank you guys for that. Anywho, but yes, losing who you are, I believe, is the most negative thing about having those masks or trying to be something that you're not. And to be honest, that's the worst thing that turns me off. That turns me off so bad. When you see people that are being like these other people, but for some reason you see that it's just not a natural thing for this person.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I have a perfect example.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
You ever been around somebody you can just know how to? You've been knowing this person. You don't not maybe not friends with them, but
Yeah.
you've just been knowing this person since elementary school. We grew up in the same
Mhm.
neighborhood. I know everything about your family, what you
Yeah.
have and what you don't have. Do you see the
Right.
person just get around? Let's say you're growing up now, you're in college, or you right now in your 30s or whatever. You see the same person just acting bougie as you know what.
Yeah.
No, this now I'm nervous. What my dad texts me right now.
Oh, Lord.
But you just know like this is all a facade. Like he's just acting so fake. Even when somebody
Right.
gave, oh, you know they wearing like these name brands. Oh, I only wear name brand. I only wear designers. Like, boy, be like,
Right.
who are you trying to be now? Like, what's
Impressed.
impressed? Yeah, it's like
When you
that's
were
why it's so
asking me for
fake
rent
and
money.
phony. Like, you don't just
Okay.
if even if you got money, it doesn't make me want to like you because you got money. I mean, or because you wear
Come
designer.
on.
Right.
And,
Your
you
clothing
know,
doesn't make me like you anymore.
I have an example of there's
Hold
one
on, I
person.
break back.
Yeah, do what you got to do, sweetie.
I was thinking I can still hear you guys.
Like
Okay.
the worst thing that I have seen was a young man, and I was about to say his name, but I ain't gonna say that because that's not nice. I believe that he has found himself now.
Mm-hmm.
But back then, this was over 10 years ago. All I just look at him and it's like, sir, like who are you trying to be this or that for? And he's a gay man, and I believe he was trying to follow up literally everybody, beat up everybody's butt, and to see that so often from that particular person for so long, I had no respect for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I wouldn't involve myself in or around him because I knew that what he was going to give me was artificial.
Right.
Well, see, we just had an earthquake.
Oh, I didn't feel it.
I didn't feel it either. My dad said, "Yeah, I feel that," and I went on Facebook real quick, and everybody's talking about it. I'm sorry to interrupt.
It's okay, but
Yeah, I didn't feel
wow,
it this time either.
something's going on over in South Carolina.
Okay.
Anywho,
Elgin. What's the T?
It was in Elgin actually. That's where it was.
Right, because they've all been in Elgin. All of these earthquakes have been in Elgin. Some going on over there, honey.
But yeah, everybody's talking about it right now.
anywho, but what I was saying was
Maybe it's removing this mask.
okay because Elgin has something to expose.
Okay.
But but yes, a person that is fake to that point, I have no respect for them, and I don't want to be in their presence because I know that I'm not going to do anything that is real. I really cannot respect artificial, even if it takes me a second to get to your real. Don't give me something else as we're trying to get there. Does that make sense?
Right. And what's funny is I find myself doing really good around those kind of people and kind of playing the game along with them,
Mm,
and not keeping it real with them the way that I really, really feel about them. I just, keep it inside and talk about it when we're not together. But yeah. Not that I'm close to anyone like that, but in
mhm.
those situations, I know how to handle myself. I
How to
know
handle
how to
yourself.
play the game.
Here's the thing for me, Jonathan. First of all, I've always said this to people like you, because I know a lot of people like you that know how to navigate with people that we all know is fake. We all
Right.
know is a liar. We all we all know this, and we can't stand them. But I can still carry on the conversation. I don't do that well,
Mm.
and this is why I'm starting to understand why God like kind of like revealed to me that he puts me in people's life when they're ready for that.
Right.
Because I don't do I keep it real. Okay.
Keep it
I know that
real.
sounds so cliche, but when I see something that concerns me, I don't keep that to myself. I do it in the most respectful and sweetest way as I can say it. But I would say how I feel. Now, I would only say it once and leave it there, just so you can know where I stand with what's going on in this space.
Right.
But I cannot keep that to myself. So if that fake person is around us, and I just stay quiet because I know truths may start to flow out and I might start to offend people. And so that's why I don't put myself in that position.
Yeah, I know. I can't say anything unless it's something disrespectful being done. Like, in my shade,
And we don't like
coming
you.
out. Yeah, like, because they only have one time to say something to me that I don't like.
Right.
I can take a joke, but not for someone who's fake and phony. Like, your whole life is a joke.
Every bit of it.
Every
Right.
bit of it, and don't start with me because I'll reach you for filth.
Right. Yeah.
And I'll say this as well. Like one of my this is one thing I kind of liked while being in the office, since we work from home now. But those people that would lie about the flights or the things, I even had one person that was actually Jesus. This person was lying about being in a fraternity or sorority.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And of course, because with coworkers, we all did the research. And when it comes to fraternities and sororities, if you don't already know, especially Black fraternities and sororities,
The Divine Nine.
it's the Divine
Right.
Nine. Thank you, sir. It's very serious.
Very.
Extremely serious.
And we
Like,
don't
it's got a
play.
heart attack.
Yes, and we don't play about you.
False claiming.
Yes,
Right.
claiming,
Like a little game.
perpetrating that you are
when
in
you
it.
came out, fall what? Spring?
Yeah,
Right.
Let me know.
What
Who is
chapter?
what chapter?
What school?
Been on this information.
And
Right.
the thing
Who
is
your
that
founding fathers?
he had, come on, now that I said that, he had all this information. So people did the homework. People went to that school and say, do you know this person? They said they crossed in this year. Everybody was saying, I know. We don't know this man.
Who that man? I'm sorry, but I don't know this man.
Sorry to this man. Okay.
Sorry to this man, child.
Sorry
If
to
I
this
saw him
man.
on the
We
street,
don't know this
I just
man.
wouldn't know, honey.
And then he's never worn a piece of paraphernalia.
That's interesting.
But he
Everybody wear that.
would wear the colors.
Oh.
But so you don't have no jacket, no white.
But you don't have nothing that actually says the letters.
Right.
Or from what chapter you came, or from what year you crossed. And that I did find that funny. I would laugh at that. But once again, that's just another level of respect that I didn't have for him. I just hope he doesn't still.
Something tells me he was claiming Kappa or Omega, one or the other.
Okay,
This is Kappa
so
Alpha.
we're going to leave the prophetic side of this. So we can talk later. Anyway, woo. There was also this other person. Okay, this is the last person I'm gonna talk about. This one I can talk. I don't even know where he at these days, but he would be talking about how he'd be on flights and stuff. The picture that he used to prove that he was on this flight was just a picture of the wing and in the window. Something you can Google anywhere.
Right.
Right.
His face wasn't it. He didn't even take the time to Photoshop his face in it.
See, when I take a picture on the plane, I lean up against the window and have my
Okay, and
face
I'm right
in
here.
the picture.
Well, I have
And you can
doing
see
video.
I'm on said plane.
Do a
okay?
video.
Videos.
Right,
Oh
right.
my gosh. And oh gosh. So now a former coworker of mine, whenever I do fly again, I'm gonna send him, even though we don't talk, I'm gonna send him a picture of me on the airplane so we could just laugh because there's no proof. Okay, so yes, a mask, being somebody that you're not, it's not gonna always turn out in the best way, but we encourage you to put on that mask of confidence. Put on that mask of I'm going to make it today. Ooh,
Right.
Jesus,
Mhm.
that's for
Right.
work. I'm going to make it through today because tomorrow I have a tough day. Can I tell you about my day tomorrow?
What's going on tomorrow, child?
I have a new class of trainees that's coming in. So I'm going to be getting 13 bajillion emails and text messages all morning. How do I get into this? What happened with this? Did you tell them this? What? I know I'm about to go through it.
Yeah.
But
You working new hires?
yes, well, I don't
Oh.
work in new hires. I'm a supervisor. So basically, as a supervisor, I'm making sure that they're getting everything in there. Basically, I'm their call-to person while they're starting. So I think at the very least by Wednesday, we should all be riding that bicycle just fine, you know.
Right.
But it's just going to be the first, first, second, third
I
day.
remember them days.
And as we
Yeah.
get through the rest of the week, we should be fine. It's funny how people be acting like they want jobs but don't come to training. Why do I have to call you to see? So are you coming or? I was like,
Right.
so
I miss them days.
that's a
Right.
that's certainly about to be me tomorrow. So y'all pray my scruff. But I know I'm going to be all right. This will be my second time. I know what I'm about to face. That's the thing.
Right.
I know what I'm
That's the
about.
good thing.
I'm sure
So
prepared.
I'm gonna wake up. I think I'm gonna have
Yes.
to clock in a little bit early because one thing that I do know, I'll be paid for my pain.
Okay. You
Hey,
stay ready. You ain't got to get ready.
okay. So
Yes.
yes, everybody, just don't be like me and clam up when you see people that you really like. Try to work up to saying stuff. And also, if you find yourself being somebody that you're not to appease other people,
You
that's
know who you are.
and you know who you are. I want you to understand that's why you cry at night. That's it. Because I certainly went through that. I was in a relationship, and use that word incredibly loosely. I would cry while driving, being on the phone with friends and stuff like that, just crying, knowing that I was just simply unhappy because I was being something that I know that was not me, involving myself with someone that I know is not for me.
Right.
And that was,
And
you know,
trying
it
to
wasn't
confirm.
it wasn't any kind of abuse or anything, verbal or physical, nothing like that. It was just me being in the wrong space. And being in the wrong space can hurt majorly over time.
Right.
Majorly. And that's why I say, if you're really working hard to be something that you're not, to appease other people, I want you to try to make yourself happy. If people don't like you as you are, those are the people that are not for you. It's time to move forward and create a new community that likes you for you as you exude who you are. But first, you have to find yourself. When you
Right.
think about the conversations that you've had, when you think about the things that's been done, and you say, like, I would never go to this movie or see this kind of thing or do that kind of thing. Yes, because that's not you.
Right.
I encourage you to operate in yourself. And as you grow, you will find more and more things about yourself that become more specific to you. We're all finding those things.
Right.
So find yourself first, okay? Act accordingly. Then find your people.
Right.
All right, I like that. Tyrone said, well said, find yourself. Absolutely. Because it's not easy. Being around people that I know don't like me, or even that I pumped up the facade that they don't like me, it's just not easy. But one thing I won't do is do something or change myself, my beliefs, and
Mhm.
who I see myself to be.
Right.
And it's not even liked. Because even if you try to change a few things, they still don't really like you.
Hmm.
Mhm.
to be tolerated. I, mm, I would never be tolerated.
Right.
So, God bless. We're going to move forward because I feel like I'm about to start preaching. All right. So, everybody, please go ahead to TikTok and Instagram. Thank you. And follow me at the Light of the Leo. That is me. And if you go to YouTube, we're working on it. Gosh, I've been saying that for so many. Anyway, we're working on it. If you want to find me, just type in my struggle to be me and then type in Light of the Leo. You'll find me real fast. So do that for YouTube. And of course, you guys see me on my Facebook, my personal Facebook page. So hello, thank you for joining me today. Let's see. Okay, we leaving, Mike. Come on now.
I'm good. I'm just it's been a long day.
A long day.
Drinking at 31 is not like drinking at 21.
Okay. Recovery is essential, honey. Okay.
Yes, Lord.
You can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_3020. My TikTok is JoJo_3020_. I'm on Facebook, Jonathan Lee. You can also email me, WilliamJonathanLee@gmail.com. I have a YouTube page as well, YouTube channel rather. JoJo Speaks is the name of the YouTube channel. Just type that into the search bar. It'll pop up automatically, or it should at least. I post videos every Thursday. Okay, yes. So I post every Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. with hot topics and social commentary with these two lovely folks, as well as my brother-in-law. And we just get into the happenings and goings on in the world. So join us 9:30 p.m. on Thursday nights. JoJo Speaks. Subscribe and share, you guys.
And yes, finally, my name is Michael D, but you can find me on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and also that TikTok at Mr. Real 121. That's MRREAL 121. I know it's been moved from the bottom of the screen, but it was there. Just rewind this back and you'll see it.
My bad.
Yeah, I know you want your husband to come up real quick. I know I'm on your little spectacle in your life, but just plain, Jennifer, just plain. But yes, you can find me on all three of those platforms. Don't beat me there. Don't meet me there. Beat me there.
Yes.
And both my brother and my brother are single.
Yes, we is.
Single and ready to mingle.
Very much so.
Yes.
I love it.
We love the men's, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Lord Jesus. And another platform that we're on is the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Go on YouTube, type in the full thing, the Juice Radio and Talk Show. The Juice Radio and Talk Show. We are all on that platform Mondays, well, not this Monday, for reality talk, and on Thursdays at 7:30 for church talk. Right. We're basically deconstructing some church stuff. We do have some sassy conversations. The most recent one that I think that you guys would like to see is, should Christians celebrate Halloween? And you might be surprised at the conversation that we had. And there's two parts to that, so you might want to look at that. And last but not least, hey Stevie
on the cam, yes.
Yeah.
Hey Stevie.
Hey.
A little 15 seconds of fame.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, Stevie. Oh. Let me stop. Faithful Warrior Ministries. We pray at 10-ish a.m. every Saturday morning, and it don't stop whether we're on vacation. Shoot. It don't stop. No matter what. We're still on it. So just come on in, type in Faithful Warrior Ministries, whether it be on YouTube, because I am a YouTuber and I'd rather do YouTube. Type in Faithful Warrior Ministries. You'll see us immediately because we have plenty of content on there for years. Every Saturday, We've been doing it. Mm-hmm. And also, you can go on Facebook. We're there as well if you'd rather see your content on Facebook. And if you do like podcasts, if you'd rather listen to the podcast, we do put those prayers on Spotify, the places where you get your podcast from.
Mhm.
Just type in Faithful Warrior Ministries. You'll see a praying hand. That will be us. The sparkly praying hand. That's us. All right. So I really thank you guys for joining us in this conversation, whether you saw it live, whether you saw the replay. I really appreciate you joining us. Go ahead in the comments, give us your opinions. Let us know what you think about different masks, how they affect us, whether it could be bad or good. That's one thing I was reminded of. There are good masks out there, so we're going to keep
Yes.
on using those. Tyrone says, yeah, we're working on it. Yeah, getting me a little bit more visible on YouTube. But yeah, that's gonna happen for sure. I just hope that my day isn't too crazy so I can make a video tomorrow. But anyhow, is there anything else? Well, that's it.
I would say final words.
Please do.
When I say I would say final words, I didn't mean me, but
Oh, final words.
I
Okay.
will
Do you
say,
want to?
something. I will say
Okay.
something. As you go into life, having to wear your professional mask, at your workplace and places you have to wear, church, workplace, different places.
Party mask, church
We
mask.
we have to wear that
Mhm.
professional mask. Why should you take so much time in your me time to wear a mask still? Relax, get to know yourself, look
Right.
in the mirror and say affirmations, and every day you're one step closer to being who you truly are supposed to be. Don't work harder at being somebody else when you can just sit there and be yourself.
Because that's so
Amen.
easy.
Yes, because it really does. It really can drain you fighting to be something that you're not. Once again,
Right.
it's
Yes.
just like that trying to fit a square into a
Oh.
round peg,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But yeah, and one thing, whoo, stop. And another thing too, affirmations are really great because you saying it out loud, eventually you may believe it.
Yes.
Right.
Or even writing it down. Writing it down.
Right.
Absolutely. I guess that's something I need to write down. I will not clam up. I will be myself totally when I meet
Yes.
people that I respect. All right. Well, thank you guys once again for joining us. I love you dearly. May you come back, please. Okay. Come see me. Subscribe. Give me the likes. Thank you for the 3 hearts that I got from you guys from the Facebooks. Really appreciate that. Go ahead, put some likes on my YouTube. Really appreciate that. If you find it, Lord, we'll help you find it soon.
They will
Okay.
find it because it's God's will.
Okay. That's right.
Stop it, Mike. Ooh, child. Going in, and Tyrone sends a heart. And I would like to say, Tyrone, he likes to use the emojis, the sun, the lion, and the Leo, and then the heart. So sweet. Let me stop. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Have a good night.